What's up everyone? Welcome back. I'm McLain and I'm a music producer. So doing something completely different on the channel today. As you guys know, I always kind of like trying new things. Just keeps my brain busy. Change of pace is nice sometimes. But I had this idea a few weeks ago. We'll get to this in a minute. I had this idea a few weeks ago, and basically what I'm going to be doing is giving you all a rundown of what's been going on in the music industry over the course of the past week. Like who released new stuff, new albums, singles, that kind of a thing. I'll probably end up giving you guys like a rundown of who my top artists for the week are, who I think is just like absolutely killing it, knocking it down, and just some other basic news stuff. I'm also going to give you guys like an underrated artist that I think deserves a little bit of a spotlight, so stick around for that. And then finally, I'm going to be doing a giveaway every week. So this week I'm doing this Blackpink box set. It's pretty cool actually, but all you have to do to get it is just subscribe and comment down below. Just comment the word Blackpink. I'll come back in about 3 days and comment on somebody's, or comment on the winners, and with my email address, and they can just shoot me an email, and we'll go from there. If you are out of the country and I can't get it to you, because that has happened to me with some of the giveaways, we'll figure something else out. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. Let's jump in. Let's get started. Oh, and if I miss anything, guys, like news-wise that's been going on or anything, just drop a comment below and let me know what I missed, and I'll get to it next week. So first thing this week is Harry Styles, who's on the cover of Vogue. So apparently Harry is actually the first solo male to be on the cover of Vogue, which is pretty impressive and it's pretty unbelievable. I mean, if it's gonna be anybody though, he totally deserves it. The dress looks pretty cool too, I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty amazing on him. He pulled it off. He always does. He finds a way. But anyway, so next thing, BTS just put out a brand new album today. It's called BE, or B. I'm assuming it's B. It's only 28 minutes long, which you guys know is like right up my alley. Not too long, not too short. It really just hits the points where it needs to hit. And I'm going to be posting my reaction to that on Patreon, most likely by tomorrow morning. So please go check it out. I'll put a link to that down in the description. I can't really put my BTS stuff on YouTube anymore just because the label always comes back and they block it. So, and I don't really want to, press it that hard. So please go check it out on Patreon. I'm also going to be putting Map of the Soul 7 up on there because it was taken down from YouTube. So if you want to go check that out, it'll be there too with tons of other exclusive BTS content. Again, link down in the description for that. Yeah, I'm actually really excited about BTS and their new album. Everything I've heard is like, again, very consistent across the board. And they're very, just a very interesting combination of styles, genres, and overall like dynamic in their music that you really don't hear in anything else. So I'm excited to see where this is going and how much they've even progressed from their last album, because they pump out music pretty quick, not gonna lie. But there's a good amount of them, and I know they're all crazy talented, so it should be really interesting. I'm excited. Next thing, so Ariana Grande just released a new video this week for her song 34 plus 35. I haven't checked it out yet. I might end up doing a reaction to that one. But she's killing it right now too. She's really like, she put out tons of videos, that full new album. I mean, Positions was different. Positions hit differently. It's like old school R&B mixed with a little bit of like a newer pop, but we haven't had anything that sultry R&B in music in a while. And I think that we needed that. I talked about that in the reaction that I did for her. I think that I really like her in that sort of zone. It fits her so well. Finally, last thing, Justin Bieber and Shawn Mendes actually got together and put out a song. I know Justin's been like pushing a lot more lately, but this was the last collaboration I ever expected. But I'm here for it. I'm really excited. The song is called Monster, which is funny. I actually have a song called Monster. But it's going to be interesting. They put out the new video for it today, and I'm probably going to go end up checking it out. Not going to lie, I've been watching, like waiting for the premiere of that one all week because I think it's going to be cool. Shawn has like this almost like mid-range grit to his voice, it's a little bit more rugged than where Justin sits. Justin has like a really smooth high end. So I think that they're going to work really, really well together. And I'm just excited to see, it feels like it's going to be a little bit of a darker song too, which those two together, I feel like whenever they do darkness kind of, darker feels on their own, they work so well. So together, I don't know, it's going to be cool. I'm excited, very excited. If you guys want to see my reaction to that too, I don't know if I'm going to end up where I'm going to post that one. We'll see. All right, so Very last thing, let's move into, or no, not the last thing. I'm gonna give you guys my top 3 artists for the week. And you know who I'm actually gonna throw into this? I'm gonna throw Billie Eilish into this because after the release of her new music video last Friday, I think she's really been pushing it. And I think she might be, this is totally speculation, I think she might be gearing up for a new album release. I don't know, don't quote me on it, but we'll see. Anyways, that song has been stuck in my head for the vast majority of the week. So I'm gonna throw her into this. And I'm gonna go number 1, BTS, just because of the release of their brand new album. And I think that they always bring it every single time. And they're gonna keep bringing it. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Billie Eilish, just because of what I just said. And number 3, I'm gonna go with Ariana Grande. Again, because I feel like she's moving into a sort of subgenre of herself that she hasn't really tapped into necessarily yet. And I'm interested to see what happens influence-wise, like who that influences and what kind of new music it breeds. I think it's gonna be incredibly interesting to watch. So, final thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give a shout out to an underrated artist. I'm gonna do this every week. These are artists that have under 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. And the one I'm gonna give it to is actually Ashton Irwin with his new album, Super Bloom. Go check it out. I just did a reaction to it. I'm putting it on the Patreon today, and I'll probably end up putting it on YouTube pretty soon. It is one of the most cohesively experimental albums I think I've ever heard. Like, it's not too weird, it's not too out there. Everything works so well together, and it's incredibly well thought through, but it's so different. It's so different. It's not what I expected at all, and I think he really deserves some good attention on it. Like, that guy absolutely killed it. So please go check out Super Bloom by Ashton Irwin. And that's pretty much everything. So thank you guys for hanging around. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, if I missed anything, please drop it down in the comments. And if you want the Blackpink box set, subscribe and drop a comment that says Blackpink. And until next time, catch y'all later.